Just kind of, I float and I'm free. Ziada Romaine is like my personal version of Nicki Minaj, I guess. If I could be a superstar, like a rock star or like a pop star or like a R&B star, that would be Ziada Romaine. She's the singer slash rapper slash performer slash entertainer.
Change your life, we sipping cheap wine.
I don't know. You know how like when you create things and you just don't release them, but you have it. So soon, she has a couple of things still in the pot that's almost ready to boil over. So I guess maybe summer is always a good time to drop new things. Maybe this summer in Houston. Set their scene on fire. Real people who have accomplished amazing things, who have the heart and the patience to give it back to me. Number one, I talked about her earlier, my big sister. My number one inspiration, my number one hero. Just love everything about her. She motivates me. She perfects my imperfections. She just smooths out my rough edges. She's a professional, she's a wife, she's a mother, she's an entrepreneur, and she's really pouring all of her amazingness, if that's a word, into me. So she's my number one hero. Secondly, I would have to say my mentor for the past 10, 12 years, Margaret Bernstein. Definitely one of my heroes. She's another just a flawless professional, just another mother, another wife, another superhero. Like, she's a huge literacy advocate. She has thrown so many alley-oops my way. Like, she's poured so much greatness into me, and she's given me so many opportunities for greatness, and I just love her. So my heroes and sheroes now are real people who have done great things, but not on a great scale as far as me not feeling like I can achieve that, if that makes sense. So it's not people who have done a world tour singing songs, or people who've traveled to 37 countries in 37 days. You know, like they're not superstars, but they're still superstars. And my godparents as well. My godparents are like the most altruistic people I've ever met in my life. So they teach me how to give back. They teach me how to be humble. Whereas Margaret and my sister teach me how to like be a beast. Teach me how to be a shark, like a professional, like just going about my business, like, and going hard. So I have a lot of heroes, but my top 4 would be my sister, Margaret Bernstein, and my 2 godparents, the Pickett's. You know what? I've been trying to keep it concise. I'm not really a concise and brief person because I like to talk. All I can say is my son has enhanced my life. He has made me shine. He has built me up to be a limitless person. He is more than my inspiration. He's more than my motivation. He's more than my rock. He's given me a purpose. The speaking and the poetry and the writing, that's my passion. But when you get that purpose behind your passion, that's when you become unstoppable. I can't and I won't fail because I have a little person named Ryan who's depending on me for everything. Everything I do, he sees. Everything I do, he watches. Everything I do shapes who he is. And my son is going to be great. My son is going to be amazing and outstanding and phenomenal. And so I have to be all those things so that he knows that because his mom and dad are that way, it's just in him. So he has changed my life for the better. He has just took my life to another level, and I love him. And he's inspired me because he beat cancer 3 years ago. So seeing him go through all that like a trooper and still thriving and shining at 6 now, there's nothing that we cannot do. I love my little baby, my little king. I definitely don't want my son exposed to everything, but I don't want to shelter him from too many things. I don't want him to be exposed to some of the things that I was exposed to as a kid, as far as drugs, alcohol, premarital sex, doing things out of order. I don't want to expose him to those things, but I'm glad that I was able to show him a little bit of the struggle, because when he was first born, I knew I had to go back to college. And in college, you know, you struggle. You don't have any money. You're broke. You're poor. So he's seen the struggling of catching a bus and taking the train and being on government assistance. And he's seen the struggles of not being married before you have children and not having a business and not having property. And he's seen that. So I'm glad he's been exposed to that. But I think that's about it. As far as exposing him to certain things, I don't want him to be exposed to crazy stuff on TV as far as twerking and sex, and you know, I don't want him to be exposed to too much as a kid, just because I want him to have a normal childhood. But I want him to understand how hard me and his father worked to give him the life that we're able to give him now that we both got our educations, now that we both are trying to become entrepreneurs, now that we both are trying to build for our futures. I do want him to understand that it takes hard work and dedication and sacrifice, but I don't want him to grow up too fast at all. Ooh, a free day for me is writing, drinking a whole lot of wine, cooking, cleaning, lounging, and that's it. I want to eat, I want to drink, I want to write, I want to sing, I want to dance, and I want to be at home. I thought you were going to be asking me questions about, like, nasty questions. Pooped on yourself or magna cum laude is not bad for a single mama who didn't have a car at a private school.